if you're watching this, you probably look a little something like this, and you might consider yourself skinny fat. You're in that weird in-between phase. Maybe you've lost some weight or whatever it is, or you've never worked out before, and you just kind of, you don't have much muscle, but you have that fat still, and you don't know whether to bulk or whether to cut, and it's just a bit of a confusing place to be, which is why I made this video, and I'll show you how I would fix it over the next 12 weeks. So the main focus for you over the 12 weeks is just going to be building the base. So you want to go from skinny fat to kind of lean with slightly more muscle. As you can see, this is one of my clients who was skinny fat. He was kind of in that weird phase. He didn't have very big arms. He had fat around his stomach, and we just grew his arms a bit, grew his chest a bit, and you can see his waist is a bit smaller. He's ready to start possibly lean bulking soon, which is that phase that you want to enter. So how are we going to do it? Well, we're going to focus on two things, and that's just diet and training. Forget supplements, forget all the rest of it. These are the two you need to focus on. So the goal of diet is just to help you lose fat and recover your muscles. And yeah, I added a pizza because I don't believe that you should have to eat anything too strict. It's very simple. It's just a small daily calorie reduction, which we'll get onto in a sec, and higher protein. Then obviously for training, the goal is to either gain some muscle or just maintain it. Whether, you know, if you need to lose more fat, then don't worry about gaining muscle yet, just focus on that. But anyway, 3 days a week, full body workout, keeping it very simple. And cardio optional, because to be honest, if you get your calories through your diet, then you don't need to burn calories through cardio, and you're already ahead of everyone else. So, how are we going to do it? Well, I've built out a little 12-week timeline here, and we're just going to run through everything inside of that. So with week 1 for your diet, you're just going to be setting up your goals. You don't need to be following some chicken and rice meal plan yet. You just need to work out your maintenance calories, and all you have to do there is just, I would go to ChatGPT and say, help me work out my maintenance, ask me everything you need. It might ask you your height, your weight, your activity level, and you'll probably get a number between 2 and 3,000, and from that you want to just take away 2 to 400. So that's how many calories you're now going to eat every day. And obviously, if you're closer to the fat end of skinny fat, then take away 400. If you're closer to just the skinny end, maybe you're already close-ish to being lean, take away 200. And that is the amount of calories you're going to eat every day. Very, very simple. Then work out your protein intake, which is just 1 gram per pound of your body weight. So if you weigh 140 pounds, 140 grams, you're going to eat that every single day. And you're going to write those goals down right now while you're watching this video, and you're going to track that diet on MyFitnessPal. So those daily goals, you're going to be hitting them every day, tracking that. Now on the topic of setting goals, we also want to take some benchmarks. So we will take our before photos and our waist and bicep measurement. Before photos, I always do it in my bathroom because I can just repeat that every time. Same lighting, same angle, you never mess it up. The only difference is your physique. And front, side, back, always a good angle to do. Then bicep measurements around the peak of the bicep, jeez, look at that, all the way around. And then waist is around the belly button all the way around again, and you're going to retake those about every 2 weeks. And you should see your waist get smaller and your biceps get bigger, or at least stay the same size. Now as for training here, this is week 1 to 6. I'm just going to have you doing a very simple plan. 2 sets, 8 to 10 reps of everything. It's a full body workout, so today is just focused on back, then the next day is focused on chest, and the next day is focused on legs. We'll take at least 1 rest day between each. Figure out what 3 days a week you want to do it. It's all up to you really, but just keeping it simple for now. Getting in the gym, stimulating enough for muscle growth is really all you need. You don't need anything too crazy yet because you're probably a beginner anyway. But yeah, screenshot these, have a look, and obviously if you have any questions about how to do them, or like just general questions about the workout plan, you can always message me on Instagram or TikTok, and you'll be doing that workout plan all the way from week 1 to week 6, and I'll get on to what happens later on. Now for week 2 to 6 on diet, it's just adjusting. So obviously we're already tracking our calories now, we're already tracking our protein, we've already got our goals established. Now it's just about hitting them, because I say track your current diet, that's just what you're eating currently, and it's probably not correct to your goals of calories and protein. So now we're just going to notice the weak spots, and we're going to start adding higher protein meals, and we're going to start to remove high calorie junk. If you're above your calories, then removing the junk is the easiest way. Getting rid of the oily foods and stuff, that's always high in calories. Getting rid of that first is the best way. And then high protein foods, you want meat, you want your fish, you want your eggs and the dairy and the beans. anything with these in is always going to be high protein pretty much. Anything from an animal is pretty much always high protein. Just add sources of these in. I mean, you could even add just a simple protein shake a day sometimes is enough with just milk, and that's what I do sometimes. And obviously you're going to still be tracking this, and you're going to notice as time goes on you're going to hit your goals more and more consistently, which is exactly what we want. But we don't want some crazy strict horrible meal plan. Now by this point around week 4 you should notice you're getting stronger in the gym, and you should notice your waist size has shrunk slightly. Maybe your biceps have gone up, but maybe not. But the main goal is to look for that you are getting stronger in the gym. And obviously the way you should be getting stronger is that you should be doing 8 to 10 reps, and once you get past that, you get 11 or 12, you go up in weight the next time you do that exercise. And then you might get something like 6 reps, so you keep training until you get back past this rep range, and then you repeat and get stronger and stronger. And that's how you know you're growing your muscles. Now by week 6 to 12, this is the point where a lot of people quit, but if you persevere through here, this is when you start to see proper results and things start smoothing out actually, because you get used to your routine. So this is when you start adapting with your diet. So like if you feel lean enough already, your abs are starting to come in maybe a little bit, and you're ready to start focusing on muscle growth more than just changing your body composition, then you can start increasing your calories 100 per week. Wouldn't do it any faster than that. You don't want to like rush things, just want to do it nice and slowly, and stop increasing when you get to 300 surplus. So the maintenance number we worked out, work it out again, add 300, don't go any more than that, because you don't want to gain fat while bulking. No one likes that. And as for protein, keeping it the same as we worked out earlier. It's just 1 gram per pound of body weight, or 2 grams per kilo of body weight, and that's always how it will be. Never needs to change. Pretty simple. And then for training during weeks 6 to 12, we're just going to optimize. So based on how well you're recovering, you can add more sets or take them away, or you can change the rep range, you can reorder the exercises, you can do them in different orders like the days of the week, you can increase the frequency, you can do it instead of 3 days a week, you can do it every other day, you can even change the workout split fully. The good thing is though, you always have this to fall back on, and it's just somewhere to start simple, because a lot of people overthink the perfect workout plan. I know I did when I started. But all you need is just something that gets you in there, and then over time, based on who you are, because at the end of the day everyone's different, then you can start adapting things a little bit. But then by week 12 you should have really escaped. I mean, you'll probably be a lot leaner, and you probably have a lot more muscle. I'm not saying anything crazy, but you would see that waist measurement's gone down, you'll see the bicep size increase, and just from this, it's pretty simple when you put it down like this, but that is literally all it takes. Obviously everyone does it at their own pace, so I'm not guaranteeing anything, but if you do need any help with any of this, maybe you're struggling with the workout plan, what type of foods to eat, just send me a message. I'm always happy to help. But Will Davis Fit on TikTok and Instagram. Let me know if this was helpful.